Hello and welcome to this Heart of Fear raid video. This is the Amber Shaper Sok. The first ability you can see is the Amber Scalpel, and he will focus on one random target and shoot a amber beam at them. Basically you just have to kite that beam around the room, not letting it hit you, and just don't run in front of the raid. Also, after he does this beam, it will summon a living amber ad. Now these need to be focused down by the DPS, and they will target a random person and attack them. So the key thing is to just focus down those living amber ads as soon as they spawn, and when they die they drop a little amber pool. Just don't step in those. Another ability he will do is he will transform random players into mutated constructs, and you can see transformed one person into a mutated construct. And if you get transformed into one of those, you will have willpower, and you will start with 100 willpower, and it goes down at a rate of 2 per second. And if it goes down to 0, you will die. The only way to get this off and to turn you back into normal is to have the DPS you down to 0. So once somebody gets transformed, immediately switch to them and DPS them down. Now if you're running out of willpower, you can always go to those pools around the room and absorb them up, and that will gain you some willpower back, but it also restores your health, so it takes longer to DPS you down. When you're in this amber form, you can also run around and attack, but try not to pull threat, because if especially the boss hits you, he will really drain your willpower. Another thing the boss will do is he will spawn a amber monstrosity at 70%, and when this amber monstrosity is spawned, the boss puts a shield on himself, so you can't really do any damage to him, and you must focus all your DPS on this amber monstrosity. He will do a lot of different AoE abilities. Amber Explosion and a Stomp. They both hit all enemies or all players. You can avoid the Stomp if you're over 15 yards away, so if you are a ranged, just remember to stay far away so you don't get hit by that. Melee can probably run away from it, but it's not the end of the world. The tank that is tanking the monstrosity, he will sometimes pick up that tank and throw him at another player. Once that person lands on the ground by the other player, they'll take about 125k damage, and anybody within 8 yards also takes the damage and are stunned for 3 seconds. So it's a good idea to spread out, but it's not the end of the world because people have a lot of health now. But if you're a tank, you need to watch out for that. Also, when you're an amber monstrosity, or not an amber monstrosity, if you're a mutated construct and you attack the amber monstrosity, you can't let him attack you, because if that giant amber monstrosity attacks you, you'll lose 40 willpower per hit. So definitely don't pull threat. Once you get that Amber Monstrosity down, Phase 3 starts. This is when you want to blow all your cooldowns and pop Heroism or Time Warp, because it's kind of a burn phase. During this phase, he will do 50% more damage and his attack speed is increased by 50%. He will also spawn the Ambers and transform people, so you'll still have to kill the mind-controlled or small Amber people. Unless you feel comfortable with your DPS and can just burn him. But the best bet is to free the people. Also, we grouped up completely on the boss here for really good AoE heals, and then the spread damage is better on the people who got transformed. During this phase also, there's a thing called Volatile Amber, and it will shoot those amber shards around at people. If it hits one of the mutated constructs, it heals them for 20% of their health, so that's why you don't really want to DPS them down. So if you get transformed into one of those constructs, you want to make sure to keep your willpower up by eating those pools. Hopefully this helped you out, and thanks for watching. Good luck.